Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me for another Diecast Emporium review. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the new for 2022 Diecast Masters Transport Series 150th scale Western Star 49X setback front axle, Tridem axle heavy haul tractor with an XL 120 low profile HDG Lowboy trailer. Again, bit of a mouthful. All you need to know is this is the newest Lowboy trailer set offered by Diecast Masters in 150th scale. It's the first time that we've seen a 49X tractor to pull this trailer set. The truck is in a Viper red paint finish, which I gotta tell you, I've already had this out of the box and had the opportunity to look at it. It's quite a nice looking color, and the trailer is in just a standard black finish, which also looks quite good. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and begin the unboxing process. If you are familiar with Diecast Masters Transport Series, you know that they come in these brown outer shipping boxes. The boxes, thankfully, have not only the item number, but a description of what's inside. So if you keep your models in storage, obviously you don't have to memorize all of the item numbers any longer. Open up one side. Take out the regular model box. Now, these Transport Series models have these pull-out, almost shoebox style packaging. Again, all of the Diecast Masters models, whether they come in the Transport Series or the Highline Series, which come in tins, the packaging is phenomenal. It's first class. Here you can see a picture of the model on the side, the Transport Series logo on top of the box, beautifully presented with a very nice, high-quality background to it. Once again, here's your item number, your description, picture, your scale, bottom left. Back of the box, we have other tractor and trailer combinations that are in the Western Star Diecast Masters product lineup for the Transport Series. There will be more coming later this year. Over here, bottom left, we have some information and some pictures on not only the model, but also the real truck, including its engine, its cab type, and its hood type. If you are interested, you can pause the video and read about that. For the rest of us, let's go ahead and continue with the unboxing. The Transport Series models have a hole here on the side, which allows you to pull out the inner packaging. We do have an instructional sheet. Not a whole lot to this. The truck comes pre-installed with a headache rack, as seen here. If you don't like the look of the headache rack, Diecast Masters gives you a deck plate that by removing 2 screws, you can swap those out if you want to. It's entirely up to you, up to personal preference. You're also given a Diecast Masters Transport Series catalog. Again, most of you have seen this before. We're not going to cover that. Top layer. You have your accessories, which include your smokestacks, your screws, your deck plate, and your oversized load signs for both the tractor and the trailer. Top layer has your tractor. So there's your first look at that. And also one of your stingers, one of your boosters, right here. Going down to the bottom layer of packaging through the foam rubber, we have more packaging protection. Another booster. This time it's a single axle. And finally, we get to the Lowboy trailer. Please note, there is no Jeep provided with this set. So here's our trailer. Now that we have everything out of the box, let's pause and take a quick break. We'll get all the packaging off the review table, and when we come back, we'll take a look at each and every one of these die-cast pieces that's included in this set. Welcome back, everyone. Let's begin with the assembly of accessories, and again, all of these are optional. You don't necessarily have to do these. I like to do these, so I'll go through and show it to you. We will begin by putting the optional exhaust stacks on the tractor. There are 2 provided with the set. They simply drop into, you guessed it, the exhaust stack holes. Very easy to do that. And within a couple seconds, you are ready to go. While we are on the tractor, here is the deck plate. This is the optional deck plate. So if you don't like the look of the headache rack that comes pre-assembled on your model, you can remove the screws located here and here, and put this on instead. So wanted to show you that option. So let's put our oversized load sign on, again, completely optional. Drop those into the holes right here. Drop it into the holes right here, I should say. Boom. And your assembly on your tractor, it's done. Moving on to the assembly necessary for your trailer. There are 2 holes located at the back of the Lowboy trailer, and that invites you to drop in the oversized load sign for the trailer. There you go. Assembly of the back of the trailer is done. There are several pins provided. Again, completely optional. But if you want the gooseneck at the full length, as seen here, instead of folded up, you need to lock it into position so that it doesn't flop while it is on the 5th wheel of the tractor. You insert the pin right here and lock it into position. And now your gooseneck is locked at the full range, and now your assembly is completed. Let's look at the tractor first. You can see that obviously one of the most attractive elements of this entire set, at least to me personally, is the color option that Diecast Masters has chosen for this 49X tractor, and that is the red. Now, if you look up the 49X, in almost all of their promotional photos that Western Star has used for the real truck, they have chosen this red striking paint scheme, and I have to say, Diecast Masters has replicated it perfectly. If you look at the tires, they are chrome and look quite good. Again, the diamond plating all throughout, not only on the headache rack, but on the exhaust, again, looks pretty darn good in my opinion. You have this large amber warning light up on top. Again, nothing to complain about there. The Western Star logo, you have these rubber mud flaps on the front. Even this protection bar that protects the chrome on the grille, it is thinned to scale and looks quite good in my opinion. The chrome continues on the mirrors as well as on the visor. There's even a small chrome mirror on the right side of the cab. Coming along the full frame of the truck, you can see that it does feature a sliding 5th wheel to accommodate most of the trailers that you may already have in your existing collection, as well as a small hitch on the back seen here. You have additional rubber mud flaps with the Western Star logo featured at the rearmost axle. Looking underneath, you can see the detail underneath the truck, which features different tread patterns on all 3 of these axles versus the tires on the front forward axle. So, how about functionality on this truck? I'm pleased to report that nearly every aspect of functionality you want to see on a 150 scale tractor is present on this, up to and including functioning or opening doors. So let's demonstrate that now. Both sides open to an excellent degree. The angle is wide enough that you can get a 150 scale figure in on either side without an issue. Additionally, you can open up the hood. So if you wanted to have a mechanic figure working on the truck, you can do that as well. Plus, it is rewarding to see all of the individual mechanical components that are present underneath the hood. Let's close those now with a satisfying click. Taking a look at the front axle, it does feature a decent range of steering, and it will hold so the vehicle can trace a curve and hold that pose without snapping back straight. Last piece I wanted to demonstrate on the tractor of moving functionality. I mentioned it, but I want to show it, and that is the sliding axle, the sliding 5th wheel. So there you go. Let's transition now to the flatbed trailer. Here is the trailer. Now, this trailer is not in the extended outrigger position, so you would not use this trailer typically for wide loads, but you could, of course, if you really wanted to. Diecast Masters does offer a trailer very similar to this that does have the outriggers extended so that you could put excavators, bulldozers, and such on that. That being said, you can, as I will demonstrate in a minute, you can fit excavators and bulldozers on this 150 scale Lowboy with ease. So the decking, the wood decking, is simulated and this is all painted plastic, but the majority of the casting itself is die-cast metal. You can also see that the wheels are rubber with chrome inserts and look quite good. The siding of the trailers have the DOT striping all throughout and very high quality decals of not only XL120 HDG, but the Specialized logo as well. Coming to the rear of the tractor, your oversized load sign stands out quite well. You have your protection bar and rubber mud flaps all throughout. Your gooseneck is detachable, and your loading ramps do fold down should you want to pose your trailer with equipment being loaded onto it. To remove the gooseneck, if you've never seen this trailer before, you turn this small piece in either direction and then push up on it. Just use some care when you're doing that. And that's how you remove the gooseneck. Okay, last piece that we will take a look at are the two boosters. We have a 2-axle booster seen here, very similar to the trailer in its makeup and its design, including some lights on the back. It also has the 2 holes at the rear, so if you did have this at the back, or if you had the single axle one at the back, that allows you to realistically put the oversized load sign at the rear of the booster, which I will do right now. So let's put one of these boosters on just to show you how it works. You snap it in right here. Be a little bit careful while you're doing this. Sometimes it can be a little tight with paint tolerances. This time it went in perfectly. And they also swivel or articulate to allow the trailer to turn better. And that functionality also works very well on the boosters. All right, let's assemble the full rig and put a couple loads on it. Let's put our trailer together. Move our gooseneck up a little bit. There we go. Now we have our truck and trailer connected. We've got a booster on it. Let's bring out a couple pieces of Diecast Masters Caterpillar equipment just to show you what it looks like. First, I have a Diecast Masters Cat 323 Next Generation excavator. Put him on the deck. Now, the reason I chose these two equipment in particular is, if you remember just a moment ago, I mentioned this trailer in the real world does not have the outrigger planks extended for wide load pieces of equipment like track vehicles. So I chose these two pieces of wide load equipment to show you that you still could pose them on this trailer and make a realistic pose. So that's what an excavator would look like on here. Let's close our video with what an LGP dozer would look. So here's a Cat D6. In my opinion, I think this is probably one of the better poses you could use for this trailer. And I'm a huge fan, as you guys know, of this D6 model in particular. So that brings us to the video's conclusion. Overall, I think this Western Star tractor in particular is one of the best looking tractors that Diecast Masters has done so far for their Transport Series line. The XL Specialized Lowboy has been in the lineup for a handful of years now. They continue to refine and work it and retool it. It is a fantastic Lowboy to add to your 150th scale collection. Again, as I mentioned, this version does not come with the Jeep, but it does come with 2 boosters, and it is priced affordably. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button located at the bottom of the channel. And thank you all once again for watching. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll see you in the next review.